South African doc on the Omicron variant. Currently, no reason for panic as we don't see severely ill patients. This is why I was saying Christmas is off. There's a new variant out there. It's called the OMICRON variant. That's actually fun to say it like that. It's a fun word to say. Let's see. In mid-November, Dr. Angelique Coetzee, chair of the South African Medical Association, alerted the country's vaccine advisory committee that after seeing multiple COVID-19 patients who were experiencing significant fatigue, she was the first one to bring attention. Speaking to the Telegraph, Coetzee noted that the apparent symptoms in patients with the Omicron variant and added that they appear mild. That's the key. That's the key here. The person who discovered this is like, yeah, everything we've seen so far is it's very mild. Looking at the mildness of the symptoms that we are seeing, currently there is no reason for panicking as we don't see severely ill patients. So Dr. Coetzee added that one very young patient had a high pulse and fever, but within 2 days had gotten much better. And what we're seeing clinically in South Africa is extremely mild. For us, this is mild cases. We haven't admitted anyone. I spoke to other colleagues of mine, same picture. Coetzee said in another video published on the Telegraph's YouTube channel. So from a doctor on the ground, nothing extra special to worry about from the direct observation of a statistically significant population. Also, something to note, the population of South Africa and many of the surrounding countries, many of whom are affected by President Biden's travel ban, are have very low vaccination rates. So regardless of what you believe on that, they have low vaccination rates, and still they're just very mild symptoms. And we go. You have anything on that, Marcus, before I move on to Dr. He who must be a saint?
I would just, I think it's funny how Biden's just doing what's required for his travel ban, but when Trump tried to impose his, he was racist.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
I know, but can't do anything right. So let's see what Dr. Panic.
I'm sorry. Out there.
Yeah, I know. So let's see what Dr. Panic. I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm going to reverse every position of mine so I can always say I'm right. Wait, nope, that's not it. Hold on. Dr. Fauci, the medically anointed saint of perpetual panic. Is that his name? Is that what we're going to call him on here? I'd hate to come up with an acronym for that. Anyways, on Sunday, Chief Medical Advisor to the President, Dr. Anthony Fauci, appeared on NBC's Meet the Press to discuss vaccination and boosters, as well as the latest COVID variant known as Omicron. Host Chuck Todd asked Fauci why this particular variant, which has been labeled a variant of concern, why the lady on the ground who has seen the cases says it's not, but whatever, by the World Health Organization, is causing concern with others such as Lambda and Mu didn't. What makes Omicron so concerning to you? Todd asked. I want to posit a guess. What is? It's happening right before Christmas, and I need a reason to stay relevant in people's hearts and minds. Did I get my $200 on Jeopardy? Ding, 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 Marcus.
Fear.
COVID.
Shut it
Fear.
Off.
That's what they want. See, well, right now, what we have is we have the window into the mutations that are in this new variant, and they are troublesome in the fact that there are about 32 or more variants, and they're a very important spike protein of the virus, which is the business end of the virus. And that's about 10 or more of these mutations that are on the part of the virus. We call it the receptor binding domain that actually binds to the cells in your nasopharynx and in your lung. He continued, noting that the possibility that the Omicron variant might have an advantage in transmissibility and that it might evade immune protections provided by monoclonal antibodies, convalescent plasma, and possibly even against some of the vaccine-induced antibodies. So here's the thing. He doesn't know anything. This is what he's saying. It's like, we don't know. Which is pretty consistent with, what he's done this entire pandemic, where he's like changing his mind on everything. There was super clips of it. I tried to find one, but YouTube has decided they wanted to black hole it. But he doesn't know the lady on the ground in South Africa who has seen a statistically significant amount of these cases is saying it's very mild, with one that got a little bit worse than mild. It's moderate. And the bad thing about changing your story so many times is that I don't trust you. I can only trust in the fact that you're a politician. You're a head of the NIAID. And you've already said that you don't want us to get over our personal freedoms. We talked about that a few weeks ago. So I don't trust you and pound sand. Anything to add to that, Marcus?
I do think it's funny how they're talking on something that's not even here.
Well,
You know,
let's
a
be
strain
honest.
that's
It's in America. We haven't found it yet, but it's in America, and that's okay. I mean, it's in Europe, it's in Israel, it's all over the place. But it seems like this one's much more transmissible, but yet less deadly. I mean, everyone.
if anything, this is a better COVID.
This is what?
A better COVID.
Yeah, I mean, it's less deadly. More people are, and if more people get it and it stays less deadly, that just means more people with natural immunity to fight off some other, COVID variants. So, stop. Don't try and take away our personal freedom. Don't try and take away Christmas, Dr. Fauci. Pound sand.
Well, I mean, we did just have our travel records for this Thanksgiving were back on par with pre-COVID numbers. So
Well,
I
that's because
mean, you
people
gotta
don't care
do
about it
something
anymore.
to slow down. You gotta slow down Christmas somehow.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting back to
We're getting back to
freedom. You gotta
normal. You
stop the
gotta
freedom
screw up
somewhere.
Christmas. He's got to find a way to stay important.